back, this is Scuba with more Let's Play Pokemon LeafGreen. I am joined as always by Dumpus and his ever-growing Pokemon squad of Templayer Fuzimi, Pierre, Sanders, Rumpus, and Nibbler. Pretty much the same crew that I brought to catch the last Pokemon. Pretty much that means we're not going to be fighting anything all that spectacular before the next town. When we last left off, we cleared out Route 8, and we got some berries here. I did not mention, but if you are playing the original versions of the game, no hidden items for you, unfortunately. Nothing to be found. We need to head through the underground path, though. We need to continue on today. The department store in Celadon has a great selection. Do you go there very often? No. In fact, in my 10 years of long life, I've never left my podunk town of, like, 4 buildings? Something like that. But we have made it into the underground path. Here you can find a couple hidden items. If you're playing the remakes, there's a hidden item somewhere around this third light. I believe you do need the item finder in order to even get access to it. There are a lot of other hidden items around here, but unfortunately you don't have access to them, even if you have the item finder. If you're playing the original version of the game, I hope you like counting. You want to be in the second row here, second row from the top, and you want to go 35 tiles to the west. Did I mention that it was an ether before? Here, you will not get an ether. Let's just say this is 35. I was not counting at all. Then you'll find a nugget if you're playing the original versions of the game. And if you head to the bottom row, all the way to the stairs, and then head 19 steps to the east, where that was probably way more than 19. But here you can find an elixir. So, some good items for you. I would actually kind of like that ether, but once again, they don't let me have it. I heard a sleepy Pokemon appeared out near Celadon City, too. Really? 2 sleeping Pokemon. Are we saying there are multiple Snorlaxi out there? What's the plural of Snorlax? Alright, and we've made it to Route 7, a new route for us. Unfortunately, not too new in terms of Pokemon. Pretty much everything we have seen before. And unfortunately, this guy will not let us through yet again, because it doesn't matter which way you try to get into Saffron City, everybody is always damn thirsty. They don't give the guards any kind of water breaks or anything. Here we can find a small patch of grass. I'm going to go onto it, of course, because I want to catch a new Pokemon, possibly. A lot of these are going to be Pokemon I already have, though, so maybe not. Hey, look, Meowth! I already have you, and I'm not probably going to be using the one that I have, so Meowth can go ahead and die. I don't need 2 Meowths, to be honest with you. I don't care how desperate I get, I'm not going to be needing 2 Meowths. I'm going to regret saying that later on, but for the time being, Meowth can go die. Down goes the Meowth, 167 experience. That is, unfortunately, really, the most common Pokemon that you can get. Now I get the Vulpix. Are you kidding me? Now I get the Vulpix? Now that it is officially not able for me to catch, now I get the Vulpix. Alright, this is our first time seeing a Vulpix. At least a wild Vulpix. I'll take it out, but I've pretty much made my opinions clear. It's a good fire type, definitely, but fire is just not very good. And he roars me away anyway, so I wouldn't have been able to catch him anyway. Okay, so availability. In Fire Red and Leaf Green, your availability will be Meowth is the most common, followed by Pidgey. Then you have some version exclusives after that. Oddish and Growlithe will show up here for Fire Red, Bellsprout, and, as you saw, Vulpix for Leaf Green. Would have loved to had Vulpix be my first battle there, but unfortunately it was indeed the Meowth, which I already have. If you're playing Red, Blue, and Yellow, it's going to be kind of similar. It's going to be similar to what you saw in Route 8. Kind of how this was similar to what we saw in Route 8 as well. In Route 7, in red. Pidgeys, very common. Oddish. Mankeys, very common Mankeys. If you're playing red and you don't have a Mankey by now, you get one here. Mankey is awesome. And Growlithe, once again. If you're playing blue, Pidgeys, Bellsprouts, Vulpix, and Meowth. So pretty much what we have access to here. And then if you're playing yellow, of course, things are just kind of weird and crazy. Yellow, Pidgeys, once again, a rare Pidgeotto, but really by this point, if you haven't gotten a Pidgey, you probably don't want a Pidgey. Then Rattata, Jigglypuff, Abra, and a rare Kadabra. Abra and Kadabra, they are really making you want to get that. Trust me, you want to get one. Oh god, it's so good. So good. Maybe not Abra, but Kadabra is. And we have made it to Celadon City, where I can find the Pokemon Center. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and switch my Pokemon out. We'll take a look at that Meowth that I caught last session. I apologize, I've already kind of forgotten the name. But I will bring it into the party, and we can take a look at it, and then we will explore Celadon City, because this is actually a huge city, and it's going to take me a while. Picked up Nidian from the box, so let's take a look at her. Nidian is, of course, the Meowth that I picked up. And it's impish by nature. Impish. Well, it's actually pretty good. It will increase defense and lower special attack. For Meowth, that's not too bad. Not too bad. There are better ones, of course, but that's actually pretty good. But unfortunately, it doesn't mean much if all the stats are low. And most of Nidian's stats are indeed low. You notice that special attack is actually very low, which is fine. I can just always not use special attack, and Nidian can be a pure physical attacker. Sure, we'll go with attacker. The stats overall are not very good. The only good stat that Nidian really has is speed, and even that isn't fantastic. It's just good. The ability, however, is somewhat useful. I actually forgot about the ability that Meowths do have in this version of the game. They have Pickup, which means that after a battle, you have a 10% chance of picking up an item from somewhere. It's not going to be a fantastic item most of the time. Usually it's going to be a berry of some sort, usually one of the lesser berries. But this is one way that you can get a TM10, and this is, I believe, the only way you can get it, or at least is one of the few ways that you can get it. And TM10 is Hidden Power, which is an interesting move that I won't go too much into, but needless to say, it's very hidden. Overall, the stats aren't really there. Pickup, somewhat useful, not really something that I'm going to go out of my way to use, because once again, most of the time it's going to be a berry. And every time that Nidian does pick up an item, I will need to take it out of her hands. So it does become a little bit of a hassle as well. In terms of the moves, nothing all that new that we haven't seen before. Scratch, Growl, Bite is somewhat good, but then again, you saw how poor Nidian's special attack was, so it's not going to be all that useful. And then finally we have Payday. Payday is pretty much Scratch in terms of actual power and accuracy. However, numerous coins are hurled at the foe. Money is earned after battle. I don't know where the money comes from, but I do know that using Payday actually net gains you money for some reason. Where does the money come from? I don't know. So that's Nidian. Nidian's gonna go back into the box now. Maybe never to be seen again. Although, I never did go over my Magikarp, did I? Let's show off the Magikarp. I think at one point I said Luke would never be in my party, but I didn't want to show him off, and then he'll never be in my party. So, let's take a look. I feel like I have neglected my poor little Magikarp. How you doing, little buddy? Impish as well. Increases defense at the expense of special attack. That is not good on a Magikarp. Well, honestly, what is good on a Magikarp? But it's definitely not good on a Gyarados, I would say, because Gyarados does want to use both attack and special attack. As you can see, the stats are awful. The defense is actually pretty good. Defense of 11, speed of 13. For level 5, that's not too bad. But overall, the stats are pretty bad. The ability Swift Swim, it'll raise your speed in rain. So if it's raining, which it almost never is, Luke will be a little bit faster. In terms of move, he has Splash. The user just flops and splashes around without having any effect. It doesn't do damage. It does nothing. And if memory serves me correctly, at least for the first generation of games, Luke will not learn anything until level 15. At which point I believe he learns Tackle. Not a very good Pokemon. Back in the box you go. Let me get a decent team together, even though 5 out of 6 could be decent. And we'll explore Celadon City. Time to explore the city. What better place to start than the actual Poke Center? A Poke Flute awakens sleeping Pokemon. You know that. No, I didn't. This is the first time anybody ever brought it up. It does so with a sound that only they can hear. Apparently it's a dog whistle for all Pokemon. Apparently all Pokemon can hear this one frequency, but humans cannot. Sure. I rode here from Fuchsia. It's an uphill ride on cycling road, so I'm exhausted. Yeah, I bet you are. That is not an easy journey. If I had a bike, I'd go to cycling road. Yeah, I'm gonna actually go there eventually. There will be so much poison. But we have made it to Celadon City. Hey. He's not gonna face the screen, but I think that's a Team Rocket guy. Keep out of Team Rocket's way. It indeed is a Team Rocket guy. I don't trust that guy for 1 second. He's up to something bad. Here we can find a guy with, I don't know, Poly something. This is my trusted pal, Poliwrath. It evolved from a Poliwhirl when I used a water stone. What the hell are you talking about? Here's a Poliwrath. As I said before, water fighting, not that great of a type, really. What do we have here? Coins exchanged for prizes. Prize exchange, what? What are we talking about here? Rocket Game Corner, the playground for grown-ups. Oh, it is a casino. There is a casino in Pokemon. Trainer tips. Guard Spec protects Pokemon from status reduction moves during battle. Get your items at the Celadon department store. Oh, what am I to do? Someone stole our Silph Scope. The thief came running this way, I'm sure of it, but I lost sight of him. Where'd he go? I have no idea. All I know is this place is huge. Makes my podunk little town look podunk. Ah! No, I scalded my tongue. This nice old lady in the mansion gave me some tea, but it was boiling hot. Gotta cool it to drink it. I'm sure you do. Actually, should have kept Nibbler in my party. I just brought Samja back in. But there does seem to be some things that I need to cut. All right, let's see what is going on around town. How you doing, Clefairy? Nidoran female? Takes me some time. It's a telephone. Better not use it. Like on the wall? Shouldn't it be in somebody's pocket? Hey, it's another Meowth. You shouldn't spend all your money on drinks. Try this instead. And we get the tea. And we can put that in the key items pocket. Nothing beats thirst like some hot tea. It really is the best. I have a feeling that will be useful. Do you have anything to say about the tea that we just got, though? Key items. Tea. Tea. There it is, way down at the bottom. An aromatic tea prepared by an old lady. It will slake even the worst thirst. I can't think of anybody that's thirsty, or 4 people that are thirsty. Celadon Mansion Manager's Suite. So we have made it to the mansion. We've made it to the big time. There seems to be another door over there. How do I get to that door? It's a pretty picture of a Pokemon. It looks like it's feeling good. Just a vague, generic Pokemon, apparently. Anything else going on around here? Anything good? What about the books? Nothing? You guys got nothing? Really? There's nothing here? I figured there was at least some people to talk to. There we go. There's somebody. Something. How you doing, buddy? I wrote the story. Isn't Erica cute? I like Misty a lot, too. And Sabrina. I like her. What the hell is he talking about? I know who Misty is, but apparently he's got a crush. He wrote the story? he didn't have very much of a job. But is that right? I'm the game designer. Yes, this is like the game designer room. Remember at the end of Chrono Trigger, if you beat the game on, I'll say, the hardest way possible, you would go into the game developer's room. Here, they just give it to you because you made it, what, like a third to halfway through the game? Filling up your Pokédex is tough, but don't quit. When you finish, come tell me. I will probably not tell him unless I, like, seriously hack the game. I may do that just to show it off, but for the time being, no. Why? And it's not a very good reward either. I'm the graphic artist. I drew you. Actually, you had an intense amount of work to do. How many sprites are in this game? Like, seriously, he had to draw all 151 Pokemon and in all their different poses. Like, this guy had a lot of work. Story? What story? Me, I'm the programmer. You did a good job too. I wish that you would make it a little bit more obvious what it is that is going on when it comes to the battle mechanics, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. You have an awesome battle mechanic, let's be honest. Alright, and we've made it to the roof, where I don't believe there's too much going on. I believe there are hidden items around here, but I'm going to go through all the hidden items at some later point. Once we have cleared all this, I'll just kind of show you where everything is, so hopefully you're keeping track of where everything is. But there definitely is a room around back. Let's see if I can find a way to that room. But first, find what you need at the Celadon department store. We've made it to the department store. This is a huge shop. So much going on here. Hello, welcome to Celadon department store. The board on the right describes the store layout. All right, when you need like a map, you know this place is huge. All right, first floor, service counter. Second floor, trainer's market. Third floor, TV game shop. Fourth floor, wise man gifts. Fifth floor, drugstore. Rooftop square, vending machines. Now, I do want to just, head up. We'll just go up the stairs because I'll be exploring all of these floors. All of them have kind of unique items. Hi there, may I help you? What do you have for sale? He has TM05, which we saw in the battle with Vulpix. It's Roar. I believe we have seen similar moves before. The foe is made to switch out with an ally. In the wild, the battle ends. Why, when it's used on me, the battle ends? I'm not entirely sure, but that's the way that it works. I have plenty of other Pokemon to send out there, but apparently that only works in a trainer battle. Doesn't make sense. Here we can find, though, TM15 Hyper Beam. If you're playing Generation 1 of this game, this is one of the best moves in the game. But for all later generations, they fix it. Hyper Beam, a severely damaging attack that makes the user rest on the next turn. However, in Generation 1, that comes with an asterisk, and it's a pretty big asterisk. But first, Hyper Beam. 150 power, 90 accuracy. So considering how much damage it does, the accuracy is actually pretty high. 150, 90, that's actually pretty good. However, it will actually make your Pokemon rest on the next turn. So it'll just be like, I'm tired, I can't do anything. So if the other Pokemon survives, they get like 2 free shots at you. If they don't die, they get 1 free shot at you. Or if they do die, then the next one gets 1 shot at you. So in later versions of the game, the really only time to safely use it is when you're sure it's going to be the end of the battle, not just the end of the Pokemon's life. However, in Generation 1, if you killed the Pokemon that you used it on, there would be no rest. So I would use this quite extensively in the first generation of the game, and if you're playing that, I would recommend it as well. 150 power, 90% accuracy. The only downside, well, there's 2 downsides. Number 1, the type is normal, so you have to put it really on a normal type if you want it to be really effective. But also number 2, 5 PP maximum. But if you're playing the first generation, I would recommend it. Now, not so much. It's not that great. There's better stuff out there for you. But Maybe I get to the end of the game and I come back and get it. TM28 is here as well. That is Dig. We have Dig, and we also have TM28, so nothing new there. Brick Break, I believe we have as well, but just in case we didn't, because I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you. 75 power, 100% accuracy, fighting type move that will break any barrier like light screen and reflect, which we don't have access to and we haven't really seen just yet. TM43 secret power, we have that. I've gone over that. TM45 attract. This is a percentage move, and therefore I'm not a big fan of it. If it is the other gender, the foe is made infatuated and unlikely to attack. Attract is once again kind of playing the odds in a way that I don't necessarily like. The way that it works is that you can use it if your Pokemon is the opposite gender of your opponent. That's the only time it works. The game doesn't believe in like gayness at all in the Pokemon world. It just doesn't happen apparently. But if you use it, then they will become infatuated or immobilized by love, as we've seen with Jigglypuff. And as you can see, it doesn't really work all that often. If I remember right, it's about 50%. It's 50%, so it's rare. I don't like especially spending money on it, let alone having it on anybody in my party. I just don't like playing the odds that way. Is there anything else I can do? That is good for now. Please come again. I probably will. Hi there, how may I help you? And then this person actually has your standard Pokemart things. They have the Great Balls, Super Potions, Revive, Antidotes. I think we have seen all of these before. Yes, we have. So nothing new, but very useful. Very, very useful. How you doing? For long outings, you should buy Revive. What? You can bring Pokemon back? Nah, that can't be true. Alright, we'll go up to the 3rd floor where we can hopefully find more things. Captured Pokemon are registered with an ID number and the OT, original trainer. Oh, he was going to say it anyway. The trainer that caught it first. That is true. Oh, hi, I finally finished Pokemon. Not done yet? How about I teach you a good move? The move I have in mind is counter, not like the one I'm leaning on, mind you. Ha, that's a counter joke. Counter. I actually didn't expect to see counter here. Let's take a look. I can't remember. I can cancel out of this, can't I? Which Pokemon should I teach counter to? Yeah, I'm not sure I can cancel out of this, so hold on. Come see me if you change your mind. Yeah, I didn't expect counter. Let me make sure I have all my facts straight on it because it's kind of a weird one.